Electrify my body and you're making me feel like I'm so electric. Everything you do is making me blow, blow, blow. Don't know what to do about it, can't seem now to live without it. All I wanna do is just no, no, no. You suffocate my mind and now my atmosphere is crowded, and you being here is making me blow, blow, blow. You penetrate my space and now I'm looking out of place and you're making it hard.
What's up guys, Jake here from hookahrev.com, bringing you a video review for Social Smoke Absolute Zero. You guys have been waiting for this one a long time. I know a lot of fans have been actually waiting for this one. Absolute Zero. So first off, thank you to Calvin. I won't say your last name, but you're a friend of mine on Facebook, and you just sent me some tobacco. So big shout out to you. Social Smoke. Last time, I just went back and looked at it. The last time I reviewed or even smoked a Social Smoke flavor was over 2 years ago. I cannot believe it's been that long. But yeah, the last one I did was actually Baja Blue. That was in March of 2010. So time definitely flies. But yeah, so I got actually a few different cans. These are the 50 gram samplers. So the 50 gram cans from Social Smoke here. Not quite sure if I'm going to do all of them just because they're not relatively new flavors. I don't know how interested you guys are in actually seeing the rest of my opinion on Social Smoke. So post them in the comments below. Let me know if you actually do want to see more reviews on these. So Absolute Zero, it's a no-brainer that for those of you that follow me on Facebook and follow Hookah Rev on Facebook, did a little poll on this on which flavor that you think I should review, and it was no surprise that you guys all picked the mint flavor. So naturally, I'm gonna have to do the Absolute Zero. So first thing I want to notice, it has been 2 years. Don't know completely everything about the brand, but from what I've looked up and from just what I see, is that they changed their can. So the packaging looks decent. The one thing I noticed that it's plastic. And I don't know if this is the case with the 100 gram, oh no, it is the case with the 100 gram packs as well. So it looks like they changed the packaging from cans to these plastic jars. Now, it looks a little cheaper, but I mean, for something that's disposable, I guess that kind of makes sense. I mean, it's got the logo stamp on it, it does what it needs to do, it seals pretty well, and it's got plastic on the inside. I wouldn't say that's, I mean, that doesn't affect, I wouldn't think that affects your opinion on purchasing this or not, of course. But Absolute Zero, it's described to be just a real big rush of mint. And what better than me to test this out? So, I mean, on the can, it's ice cube with mint leaves inside. So it's telling me that this is very minty. That this is absolute mint is what it's telling me. So, the first thing I want to notate is the smell of the tobacco is very weird. It's very strange. I almost got like chocolate hints or some kind of creamy hint. I mean, that I was hoping it was some kind of contamination with maybe some of the other flavors that were in the package. But I mean, this has been separated from the rest for well over a week, probably about 2 weeks. So that's not the case. The smell of it is just awkward. I mean, I'm smelling chocolate, believe it or not. So I was really hoping it wasn't going to taste like that. But yeah, that's the smell of it. I mean, the other thing that you smell, or that I smell, is kind of like a gum, like chewing gum. So like, I would say the closest is like an Orbitz gum, just straight mint gum, peppermint. So, I got it loaded up in my standard setup here, KM Heart of the Metal. Is anybody keeping count? Is that like my 9th time that I've said that? Heart of the Lion Tri-Metal. I will get it right. I've only had this hookah for 5 years. KM Heart of the Lion Tri-Metal. 3 coconut coals, Vortex bowl. It's been going for about 35 minutes. So it's really funny because I look back on my Baja Blue video and I had some heat management issues. I completely forgot about that until now. So yeah, it's smoking good now, 35 minutes into it. For the 0 to 15 minute mark, I mean, it definitely took a little bit more to get started. The tobacco is juicy, but it's not dripping wet. I mean, it's not a bad thing, but I was, of course, again, just afraid that it's going to have some trouble heating up, which it did. Yeah, once it gets smoking well. There is a little bit of an undertone, almost like an aftertaste of kind of like a burning taste. And I've noticed this in a few of the different Social Smoke flavors, so I don't know if it's just the tobacco because it's unwashed, maybe it's a little bit more crude, if that makes sense. But I am noticing that a little bit of that burnt flavor in the back. I don't want to add more heat to it to get it started because it's going to burn the tobacco. But then again, I can't take off so much heat because, you know, you need to get it started, you need to get the bowl heated. So when it gets going, it tastes good. Definitely a lot of the mint refreshing flavor on the inhale. You get it on the exhale, of course. But yeah, definitely I'm so happy that it went away because I really want to like this flavor. But the chocolate smell that I was getting, or that weird smell that I was getting out of the can, it completely disappears. It's just mint. So the closest thing I can describe this is just like an Orbit's gum, just like a straight up peppermint gum. It's not what I would imagine like a pure mint to be, like a straight peppermint mint. But it's kind of, you can tell it's just like a mixture between like a Winterfresh and peppermint. Yeah, you get a lot of the sweetness of it. It's a very sweet mint flavor. A little bit too sweet for my liking in a mint. I can see this as being an enjoyable flavor. I can't see it being like the ultimate mixer, kind of like Althacker Mint or even the new Starbucks Simply Mint. You can just kind of mix that with everything and it adds that extra mint kick. This one, I feel like it's going to alter your taste. So this is, to me, this is more of a smoke it by itself kind of flavor. So yeah, overall not so bad. I really did want to like this flavor, and I do. I can't say that I love it. So where did it lose points for me? The heat management, of course. The fact that it smelled or tasted completely different than what it smelled like. And the fact that it was just a little bit too sweet of a mint for my liking. So overall, hookahrev.com rating, we're going to give this absolute Social Smoke, absolute 0. We're going to give this one a 75 out of 100. It's good, it's enjoyable, but definitely not in my top for a mint. I mean, I would almost go so far as to classify it as a different flavor. I mean, you know, yeah, I think you guys get what I'm trying to say. So this was Jake bringing you a video review. Check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/hookahrev, or you can just search Hookahrev. You'll see the fan page going. You get the first updates, of course, on anything that happens in the hookah world. Be sure to check out the website. Until next time, see you guys later. Hey, don't forget to tell me if you want to see in the comments below. Post in the comments below if you want to see more Social Smoke reviews, even though they're not newer flavors. So let the world know if you want to know more about Social Smoke. Alright, see you guys next time.